Hey everybody, welcome to the Cold Plunge Diaries for today. I just had a good jiu-jitsu class at 7 a.m. Now I'm going to get in this 50-degree water and reduce some inflammation, get my mind right, get ready for the day. I recommend wearing some flops out to the plunge, have your towel ready, stay a little bit warm before I get in here. Then we'll kind of talk through the benefits of the cold plunge, which if you've been on the internet, you've probably seen cold plunges everywhere, including this channel. So thanks for being here at the Garage Gym Fit channel. And here we go. Flop off this one here. I like to get some breaths, right? Maybe get a feel for it before I sit down. People do it differently. Some just jump in and splash away. It's pretty cold though. It's like 48 degrees outside. It's 50 degrees in the water. It's my plunge. My legs are also sore. I did stand up today, so a lot of squatting and things. So now I'm gonna sit down. For me, I go up to my shoulders. You'll probably see people that do different things. The other day I did just my legs because I worked my upper body. I didn't want to lose the hypertrophy, as they say. So here's some things if you're gonna get into this business of cold plunging. Start with a shower, just turn it a little cooler each day, get used to it. You can get you a stock tech eventually like this, 100 gallons from Tractor Supply. Thank you, Rubbermaid. And then now I just fill it with water. My groundwater is already in the 50s. And then at night it gets cold in the 30s or 40s. So it works just fine. And start slow, like I did. I stood in it, right? Stayed in it and get out. I did that with my kids the other day. Just, they don't plunge regularly, but you can. So again, if you've been on the internet lately, particularly YouTube, you see cold plunge stuff everywhere. Wim Hof, Iceman, taught us about the cold, the benefits of cold, and the breathing. I do Wim Hof breathing. I've done it every day this week, plus some cold, either a shower or this. Highly recommend it. Human Lab, Susanna Søberg, who he talks about. Basically, if you do 11 minutes of cold each week, between 50 and 60 degrees, it's really good for you. Increase your metabolism, reduce inflammation from whatever you're doing to your body. If you're sitting a lot, exercising a lot, mostly if you're mobile, right? Because we're mobile on this channel. We're going to get up and get after it, and Godspeed. And your mental clarity, your mental health. Like, I made myself just get in this water that's 50 degrees. It's awful, right? Or if our pool in the summers up in the 60s or 70s, like, oh, it's awful. This is cold. You can feel it. It feels like holding an ice cube kind of to your skin. I'm already at 239, right? Probably 139 laying down. But a lot of good benefits. It also makes those cold shock proteins, right, that help burn fat. Of course, balance that with a diet. You can't just eat fast food and do a cold plunge. You go, why am I still like gaining weight? But yeah, I don't like cold plunging before workouts. I feel tight. I don't feel better. I don't have time to do a cold plunge, wait half an hour, and then work out. I get up and get after it literally. I recommend that. The science has changed, but if you look at CrossFit athletes between events, they're in the cold. Of course, they're doing it because they're just wrecking their body. So I recommend cold plunges. Take it slow. Don't do it by yourself the first time. It's pretty shocking, as you can imagine. I have gotten more used to it through breathing. Like right now, I'm talking pretty calm. My body's really cold. And then there's, when you come up on time, I'm at about 2:30. So once I hit about 3 minutes solid in here, I'll dunk. You don't have to. It's pretty shocking. My whole body's going to go under, right? But I'm just going to do it for a little bit. But it does feel good. It gives you that, oh, I did it kind of thing. If you want to feel kind of like a Viking in the water, just good. And then again, when you get out, I'm just going to move around a little bit. I'm not going to grab my towel right away. Do some squats, walk, let your body start to warm itself up some. I keep my hands out. I've had them in there before. People do a bunch of different things, but do what's comfortable for you. Be safe. Do the research. Look up Wim Hof, Human Lab, cold plunge, Susanna Søberg. DIY cold plunge, you can actually, there's plans for DIY cold plunge where you can add a chiller and a pump and all that to these things, but this time of year, this is pretty good to go. So we're at about 3 minutes for me. So I'm gonna take the plunge, literally. I'm gonna soak my head in there. See you in a second. Let's go.